Takes us out.
Everybody go tapping with the pot with Tigmatic.
Y'all tune into the Pop Podcast. And guess what? There's an episode of me on
and you are tuned into the Pot Podcast.
And with the Pot Podcast with my boy Tigmatic. You hear me? It's going down.
To follow the Pot Podcast with Tigmatic.
That's that number one.
That's that number one.
Yo, what's up, y'all? You're now tuned into the Pot Podcast with your boy Tigmatic. And as always, we are here. Hey, listen, as always, this episode is brought to you by 105.7 The Phase, Collywood TV, Collywood Radio, Going In Radio, DemoniBrand.com, and North Shade Demore Boutique. Hey, y'all know me, but I have quite a few people here with me today, y'all. So listen, we're going to talk about some things about why we're here in Mississippi. First of all, we're in Mississippi, y'all. So this is a different type of show for y'all today. I'm sitting here with quite a few people, and I'm going to start from the right to the left. We're going to move it around, all right? We're going to start with this man first because this is who we're about to interview, but I'm about to interview everybody here. So we're going to start here. Tell yourself, tell the guests who you are, brother.
First and foremost, I'm honored and humbled to be here at this time, at this location. I'm Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. I'm the International Chairman of Black Panther Party Cubs, an organization that says tough act to follow, but continue fighting at the footsteps of Paul steps of Black Panther Party. I'm the son of Chairman Fred Hampton, and also McCoy and Jerry. Again, I'm honored and humbled to be here.
Hey man, we're happy to have you. First of all, it was an honor to meet you once again and to be here.
Mark Bridges, president and founder of the BLM Bridges Coalition, Mississippi native. I like to say I put Mississippi on my back and held it up.
Good to have you here.
And I'm Baba Akil, the worldwide field coordinator for Black Lives Matter's Grassroots.
Hey, we're here, and you know me, Brother Tig, Black Lives Matter, Grassroots, North Carolina. All right, so we're here to talk about justice for baby coming. But let's talk a bit about what happened to baby coming. You want to take that, Mark?
State-sanctioned violence, just like the assassination of Chairman Fred, a long history. Emmett Till, we're sitting at where the river where Emmett Till was killed, right behind us.
Right now.
So just a long history of racial terror, clan terror, police terror, which ain't nothing but slave catchers. They showed us with Cyrus Carmack Belton, a bottle of water is worth a black teenager's life, and they're showing us now that a pack of Pampers, and the latest pack of Pampers is worth a life.
Yeah. So tell me how the family is holding up right now during this circumstance.
Good question. First, I want to just reiterate that we're talking about a 20 and a 21-year-old parents.
Absolutely.
There's so many questions surrounding their mood and how they are. Honestly, if you were 20 to 21, I wouldn't know how to be. Our norms, our social norms are not their social norms. Our social media is not their social media. So everyone's just critiquing. It's just showing how messed up it really is, how the narratives are out there. But to me, they've been one of the strongest parents that I've encountered, to be so young, to not know how to navigate the system. Everybody want to see us broken down, deep and sad. But I'm actually happy that they're ready to fight and that this hasn't stolen their joy.
That's right. All right, so Chairman, how does it feel to be here and to salute and be here to be support for the family as well. Tell me a bit about your feeling about what happened to baby Coleman and how this has impacted you as you do the work you do.
We got a saying, we say, duty bound. So first person for it's our duty to be here.
Yeah.
And I go more into depth with that. I also want to preface with extending a clenched fist salute and embrace to the parents of baby Coleman, to the community here. They, Utopia, geographically speaking, small location.
Yeah.
Making some giant moves. You know, so I'm just close pitch, you know, that this saying, Tupac got this saying. One amongst a lot of saying, Pac say, holler if you hit me. And I'm sure when he hollered, you know, and that holler, we hit with him. And I say, you know, throughout Chicago, throughout the world, you know. And I'm saying, clench fist, this powerful panel here, organizing with my well, you know what I'm saying? What our King is correctly. That to be able to just respond, to hit right, you know what I'm saying, right back. Because a lot of times, during eras we call time periods, class peace, people get the quote unquote luxury to say, okay, like a 9 to 5 sort of organizer, such as calendar, this will happen, so on and so forth. You can't plan this sort of attack, you know what I'm saying? And I often say that I feel I'm a revolutionary and reactionary times. Yeah. Because these are some of the ingredients, sad to say, that are necessary for revolutionary times. That's revolutionary times, some necessary ingredients are, I would say, the NFL, blitz, blitz everywhere, full blitz, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you have this rest haven you can go to, so well, they ain't that bad in this part of the world. I'm going to move here, relocate here. Yeah. You see throughout the world, similar to doing the 60s, you know what I'm saying? Certain attacks are being heightened, Vietnam, Africa, Philippines. In fact, the United States said one of their major mistakes was giving media attention to Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? Because I took to draw this correlation, people seeing the images of babies in Gaza, so start to see the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times happening, but in the Black community in particular, we're like the Rodney Dangerfields of all races. You know what I'm saying? No respect. Like sometimes you can be dismissed, but this is how it goes in Black community. But to be able to up the end and correlate, you know what I'm saying? These are actual terror that doesn't happen a lot. Everybody wants to see where people, their political pores are open to receive the messages, what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, with certain stages of the game, people can dismiss and say, okay, we get this term, sidetracking of the slave.
You said that yesterday. Break that down a bit. Yeah, you said that yesterday. So break that down a bit.
Sidetracking of the slave. First, let me see. We do distinguish a slave and those who are enslaved on this plantation. I distinguish that. But a tactic that the slave masters and the oppressor they utilize is the sidetracking of the slave. To get you caught in the arena that you shouldn't be giving no attention to. Yeah. You know, we think back to the uprisings in LA, you know, Rodney King. And you know, the narrative, the media narratives put out was, you know, was Rodney King, was he speaking? And now we engaged in a conversation. Yeah. And I remember dehumanizing and also get this again, the major minors. Yeah. You know, and I remember a situation in Detroit, I can't remember what year it was, Malice Green. And the police had murdered Malice Green. I remember that narrative when it came out, there was a big discussion. When it came out the attack, say he was high on cocaine, I believe. Yeah. I remember the response, it echoes my ear now. The people was like, we don't care if he was high on heroin. Don't convict the police and see what happened in the city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that type of confidence, you know what I'm saying? It sets the tone, how you move, you know, when you attack. So again, to see this case, I was even saying, I could see some people, he was 2 years old, hypothetically, if was 2 years old, people go automatically, you don't have 2-year-olds on it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This is one of those cases. You know what I'm saying? A case, like politics can be like real estate, time and location, all that. At a time when this blitz is happening, where everyone from the cheerleaders to the tailgate party to the quarterback, everybody else is under attack. You know, we go to the music industry, the streets, electoral political arena. this is the era when emperor has no clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's in the raw. Even if you try to duck and dodge it or euthanize it, the ruling stated to no, this is what it is. In this time of this case, you know what I'm saying? The raw reality of it is forces to up the ante, take a position. So again, I'm honored him to be here. It's a hard hit. And a hard hit, H-A-R-T and an H-E-A-R-T hit. I just put a post up. I said, you know, a lot of times with these cases, two things. I say, I've met the most beautiful people under the most ugliest circumstances. Also, I say, a lot of times in the struggle, I said, our eyes be sweating. Like, keeping out, you know, we ain't crying and nothing. I humbly admit yesterday, we said, Cubs cried, no doubt about it. No doubt
for everybody.
To see this baby,
everybody.
This man, you know, and suited. His cash.
Yeah, that was hard to
and
see.
everything, and his relatives, his cousins, how old they were, you know what I'm saying? All bearers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really hit you.
That was hard too.
It's man, it's you know, it's a reality check. It's like similar to like the position with the MNT kids that's still impactful to this day. A lot of people in this position, well, don't show it. Don't show the body. Don't show the image because it's ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly. You know what I'm saying? He's a beautiful young child, but it's ugly. It hurts. Yeah. And it's embarrassing being oppressed. A lot of times we try to jive ourselves about it, and sometimes that forced recognition of it, it's a trigger. Because I'm telling you, it's our emotions. We deal with this. We try to cover up. We have to keep on moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But something that says, hey man, hey, brother, Mr. Road, you know what I'm saying? This baby here, you know what I'm saying? And like a number of different organizations, people from all across colonial borders, different states throughout the world. This is one of those triggers. So again,
and the world needs to know about it.
Need to know about it, you know what I'm
Needs to
saying?
know about this because this is a life taken by police.
Let me be very clear with that.
It's a 1 year old child.
And the narrative that Comrade just said, when they allow the narrative, even I think not out the horse's mouth, but out of the pig's mouth, the arrogance to say about some diapers or Pampers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so with that reflects, okay, we talking about the people here, I tell people you get it just the police, but this whole police are the front line. They protect this system, you know what I'm saying? Stolen resources. But you want to be arrogant, so let's have a discussion about that. Diapers, Pampers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So Baba, let me ask you, how does a situation like this, how important is organizing in a time like this when situations like this happen, and how working together with the Cubs, Black Lives Matter, Grassroots, Markel, how important is that for this city right now, and what do you feel should be done more as far as organizing when it comes to it?
Well, first thing, the importance of organizing it means that we are prepared to first uplift and advance a series of demands. Because organizing without demands at the center is just activity. So organizing is centered around these demands. These demands are the first is a question of accountability. That police officer needs to be tried and be indicted and tried and convicted. That was murder. I mean, it's just unquestioned murder. That's the first thing. The second thing is we want to make sure that there's some transparency. We want the video, we want the audio, we want all transcriptions. And then finally, don't show up at Walmart. They need to know that what happened in their parking lot is that they are in part responsible for by that 911 call coming from inside of there. And so those three things. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when people get educated, come together and act, change is made. Yeah. Not just being educated, not even just coming together. It's the action that creates the change. Yeah. And so part of what we're doing here is supporting that and working with people here. And then finally, the family needs to know that they are not alone. This is the worst time for families. And we have impacted family members here, and they know what that feeling is like. We want to make sure that we embrace them, that we love them, that we walk them through the worst impossible times in their lives. So the combination of focusing on demands, engaging in actions, protecting, supporting, and providing for the families, and making sure there is justice. Now, justice for the families is the accountability piece.
Yes.
We can't have justice for Baby Cohen because he's not here, but we can have justice for the family, and more importantly for this community.
Yeah.
Because if there is no justice in this kind of terrific, horrific situation, then there ain't no justice nowhere. And if you look at what happened in 2020 with George Floyd, how that officer looked in the camera, put his knee on the neck of George Floyd with his hand in his pocket, as if he was just lounging.
And smiled for the camera too.
Yes.
Smile for the camera.
That is the dehumanization of Black people. You can see it in his face. Yeah. We cannot accept that. We cannot tolerate that, and we must always fight against that. That's part of the reason why we are here with Black Lives Matter Grassroots, is because we cannot accept this kind of behavior. We were started to end state-sanctioned violence, socially, politically, and economically. This is the classic example of state-sanctioned violence. The first demand, though, is that that officer has to be held accountable.
Yes.
If you don't, the message goes out, it's all right.
So let's be clear, everybody. Arrested, right? Convicted, arrested, and definitely indicted, but we want to see him found guilty.
I think that's also very important too.
That's
the process tried. The process, like the whole process of this is important.
Very important.
Win, lose, to have this go. I think like win, lose, we don't mean win, lose, draw. That we heighten the contradictions and see this is like a certain amount of freedom in fighting back. And a lot of times, it's certain dynamics that need to come out even on the process of this. It's more just a quick knockout.
Yeah.
Like even the George Floyd case, Derek Chauvin, he like. When he had to stay at the piece, they threw him under the bus. He was almost articulating like this how I was trained. This the modus operandi. You know what I'm saying? Right. They threw him threw him under the bus. And the process of this is important too. So it uses the political education. What message is sent? What goes on in discussions at Walmart? What goes on in discussions at the 17th precinct in New York to make a pig feel comfortable, put a plunge up the rectum of brother. So heighten the contradiction, so on the whole dynamic. So, excuse me, a lot of times we talk about this, our people really can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have the opportunity out of their own mouth. Like assassination of Chairman Fred and Lamar Clark. It was certain dynamic that came out. People like, whoa, we didn't know that the Illinois Bell phone trucks were used to come up with that involved in assassination. We didn't know that all the lights on the west side of Chicago was cut off. Because we don't believe that we are that important.
That's right.
That a government, you know what I'm saying? We divide to just this one racist police. But the protocol police terrorism, the connection, the policies, the mindset, what make you view, the view feel comfortable, make you feel comfortable. You come through, what I'm saying? The gun is sister and his baby down. Yeah. So the whole system. So sometimes we'll take as Franz Fanon said, we will accept the concessions, but not compromise our principles. To take the convention, no doubt about it. Yeah. We have an opportunity to heighten the contradiction. What sort of language even the languages y'all use, because this just didn't pop out of a vacuum. If you feel comfortable to get out like this, my people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a whole system from Walmart to your community you come from. So your upbringing, all this, the politics of it, how we view, how the Pamela view, how the term child slavery. It was a politic that makes everyone feel comfortable, how they deal with our people.
They had to create it themselves.
Exactly. So I think it's just important. The trial, we know it's a farce, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what Frank James with Justice James did. Chairman Fred said, however, heighten the contradictions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, and they were telling they on others, well, I got this from such and such. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So tell the people a bit about the Black Panther.
I want to cut somebody else.
Well, I want to make sure that there's some voices here that know what this is like. There's some voices here that know what it's like to have their loved ones stolen from them. And there are some mothers here that can relate to and understand what the mother of baby Cohen is. And so I just want to make sure that we have some space for them. So y'all just share your understanding, share your feelings, share
first.
your name.
From your chat book.
I'm Arkila Lewis. I am mother of Jalen Lewis, who was killed by Capitol State Police in Jackson, Mississippi, September of 22. What I feel that this just keeps happening and nothing is being done about it. I mean, we fight, we support, but they keep, doing this to our children, our loved ones. And I just feel like we need to keep fighting and keep doing what we're doing and get these officers convicted. I mean, found guilty, and they need to be under the prison, under the jail. That's what needs to happen.
Hello, my name is Kathy Scott Lights. I am the mother of Jarvis Lights, who was killed by a Georgia State Trooper on December 29, 2017 in Columbus, Georgia, while he was on his way to work. The incident of us losing baby Cohen is re-traumatizing families that have been trying to heal from the loss of their loved ones. But it is obviously not going to happen because this has continued to happen since my child and before my child was killed. And, the police continuously not being held accountable is what really upset a lot of the families because we deserve accountability in the loss of our loved ones. And if whatever we have to do to continue this fight, to find that is what we do. We come out, as was said, we embrace each other, we uplift each other, we love on each other, we support each other in and every way that we can, to let them know, as it was stated, that we are not alone. We are an army. We are an army on this battlefield. And to me, I feel that because we lost our loved one, like we were chosen.
Yes.
We were chosen on this.
Yes.
We didn't ask for it. We do not want to be a part of it. And we hate for other families to become a part of this unwanted group of losing our loved ones.
It is an unwanted group of when she says this, folks, I want y'all to understand when she says this unwanted group, she means the unwanted group of losing a child.
Absolutely.
And a loved one. And it's very hard to go through that. So I wanted to be clear to let y'all know that's what she means when she says that. Continue.
And there's so many barriers that we have to fight in finding getting this accountability. We have had to go to local officials, we go to state officials, we go to the federal officials. We cry out to them, we demand to them, please help us to get accountability for our loved one and qualified immunity. Because we're tired of you all protecting these police officers that know that they are causing this pain from their carelessness, their misconduct, their negligence. And if anything, you all know, just please, we just ask you, stop closing your eyes, stop closing your ears. You all are woke. You understand what's going on.
That's right.
And it doesn't take nothing but a pen to a piece of paper to co-sponsor and pass this bill, yes, to end qualified immunity. And if this should happen, I feel that then we may see some
real change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
Love you, stay, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Take this salute, that about it.
So, how do we get to create this change within the Black community? What is the first steps? And I'm gonna start with you. What do you feel as though for the city that you're in going through this right now? What do you think should be the first step?
Accountability. I'm gonna say it like this. So that accountability starts before you walk out your door. Before you go into your community, you fix home first. But fixing us, then becoming a positive force to fix all outside forces that's fucking with us. We got to unify self-determination. My bad, got to. You say too real to water down, huh? Just a self-determination, self-awareness, self-protection, be proactive and be positive about self-defense. We're the only people that made to hate and want to help each other. If you start a black business right now and you say, well, I'm gonna hire my people. Now you're racist. You're reverse racism. But yeah, I ain't never seen us in an Asian establishment, Mexican establishment, Muslim, you know what I'm saying? You might not even understand what they're saying. I say no disrespect. I believe that's the way to go. They'll sleep in the house together, they'll uplift their people. We've got to know each other, our sense of community. We don't know our neighbors. We don't know the people that live beside us, and that's why it's so beautiful to watch the cheerleaders, just to see how happy and at space real genuine revolutionaries are when they're amongst the people. So the people is the power. The power has always been in the people. Fix the people, you fix them.
That's right. Chairman, same question. So what do you feel was the first step?
Well, let me say, hey, first of all, again, I'm not to say it's no cliche sort of way. Clench fist salute to what's been done thus far against Tokyo. A lot of times, our resume is not stuff we take for granted. What we're doing is not documented, whatever. The fact that we walking on 2 feet, you know what I'm saying? That's the tax has been weighing on us. It becomes so normalized that just that's where it go. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the resistance that's happening is not articulated. But this is you know what I'm saying? Some of your gut feeling to this ain't cool, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And let me be very clear. I'm throwing some political analysis out there.
They need to know. And my viewers, some viewers may not know about some of these things, and I feel as though they need to know.
So listen, time we got to see the time because we're speaking to the world, but at the same time, it's a balancing act. I want to be very clear on what Stephen Biko and the Black Conscious Movement said. That our Black people in particular we got to grasp the ability to distinguish intelligence from the ability to articulate. In other words, the masses of people are very intelligent. So these terms, don't never get it twisted. Just because so I don't know these different analysis on you pick up man, they the ground. Let's roll this out of order. You know what I'm saying? So hold on to that confidence too, though. You know what I'm saying? So we can walk in two garments at the same time. We can be able to sum up. You know what I'm saying? To turn the communities into classrooms. So keep when you feel that feeling, so something will automatically hit you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't got what we don't have to up the ante. We can tweak it. So we got the basis for the cake with the icing. You know what I'm saying? To be able to sum it up, articulate the word. That's nothing. Keep this momentum moving. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's something triggering you because deal is with us. It's always been. We constantly under attack. I disagree with the narrative because once we get ourselves together, everything will be all right. I disagree with that narrative. Yeah. It negates, it takes away that there's a war waged on us. In economics, it's an old saying, when them black folks will two nickels together make a dime, white folks will make it a crime. You know what I'm saying? That's a reality.
And that's always been the case.
So when we organize, we go Asian provocateurs, you know what I'm saying, to hijack our movements, all that
label as terrorists.
All that, it's natural. It's through the door. You know what I'm saying? Through the door and sexual we birth, how we view all the terms. They call the baby a juvenile. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They reference this baby as a juvenile. You know what I'm saying? And some people even shocked by that. 1 year old.
1 year old.
You know what I'm saying? So automatically the terms and that's we got to come through our defense all the time. And you know what I'm saying, to recognize this, our terms, our words. So like I tell people like when I'm organizing, come in as like servants. Like we study the people. We say, what did I already do? How do we tweak it? The one is when we didn't say power. Power is the ability to define phenomenon and make it act in a desired manner. Power is the ability to define phenomenon and make it act in a desired manner. What is a phenomenon? Now, usually it can be scientifically explained. Yeah. So we come in as servants of the people. Case example, Reverend Nat Turner. Yeah. He put his ear to the ground and said, what was phenomenal with the people? The church. Yeah. A lot of people say, oh man, they ain't not religious. He said, okay, I'm a realist. I do the real world. You know what I'm saying? He said, okay, praise the Lord and pass down the mission.
That's right.
Harriet Tubman, she put her ear to the ground. I said, what the Negro spiritual?
And how can we praise the Lord?
And she said, man, way the water, you better want the sun go down. That's right. So we studied the people. And I was in New Orleans. During the case, Angola Tree was locked up.
Okay.
I studied the people. I said, what's the phenomenon? The second line, like the hood version of this Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
I said, okay, can we take the second line and can we tweak it? Can we tweak it? Can we put the Free Angola 3 banners in front? With the second line, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Baltimore, with the Baltimore, I studied the people. The black T-shirts at night, the white T-shirts in daytime was a phenomenon. I said, okay, let's tweak it. At the time, Free Marshall Eddie Conway, Free Political Prisoners, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Chicago, the street organizations, they call it gang. That was a phenomenon. Chairman Fred defined it. A lot of people, even the Black Panther Party was, man, I want to talk to them gangbangers.
Yeah.
He was a realist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we had, a lot of times people want this gift wrap revolution. Perfect allies. We had to come down and say, what's phenomenon? It may be something like a crawfish board. What you know what I'm saying? The comrades, these different programs, like coalition, you can go to another. These ain't no charity program, Red Bean Monday. You say these ideas that come from the people.
Yeah.
You study what they're doing, so then how can we tweak it? You know what I'm saying? So we had to insert and apply into the ground. What's the phenomenon here with the people? You know what I'm saying? You may go to Clarksdale. Ironically, I was tripped to see he was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi. The history was that place. The music, maybe. So let's take whatever phenomenon that the people are already engaged in.
Yeah.
And let's tweak it. Let's politicize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Study the people. The most important ingredient, the necessary ingredient in change and revolution is the people.
The people.
The people. You know what I'm saying? So again, now we got it ain't perfect. We got cross the T's and critical. They say about Malcolm. Malcolm can criticize us, but it wasn't outweighed by his contributions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gotta go study the people. What's the phenomenon? What y'all? It might be we going fishing. I don't know. Study the people. How can we tweak? Tweak that dynamic.
Yeah. So,
and finally, one last thing. We are survivors. We have survived enslavement. We've survived Jim Crow. We've survived the day-to-day living that we engage in now. We've been victimized, but we are not victims.
Come on now, bro.
Because the implication of a victim is that they are weak. We are not weak. We are a strong people with a strong history. We didn't just spring up in Mississippi or Alabama. We came through a definite historical process that started in Africa. And we have survived. And we are the best example of survivors. We are, if you look in the dictionary today, look at us survivors and say black people. Because we have survived everything, everything. There are 4 conditions that we survived. First is white supremacy. Second is institutional racism. Third is individual bigotry. And the last is mass denial. And the last one allows the other 3 to exist. And so we've survived all that. And not only have we survived, we've thrived. And we've advanced ourselves in this society. And so we have to look at ourselves as survivors. We have to look at ourselves as a strong people. And we need to take, as Brother Chairman said, the best of us. Look at it, advance it, build on it, and support it. Too often we question it. Well, I don't know if they got, no. If it ain't right, let's work together to make it right. And look at what happens when we do that. I am just exceedingly proud of being here for the past few days and looking how the people in the community, as you just said, that phenomenon of them reacting to us being in the street.
Yes.
Even though it was 6 miles in the street, we were shutting down the city. People was bobbing their horns. What they doing up there? But that was educating the people. And we were standing in line today at the gas station, and they saw the shirt, and they said, what happened to that baby was terrible. People know what's happening. We have got to make sure they know, they understand, and they act. The 3 together, that creates the conditions for change. Finally, we must build on it and keep it going. Even if this man is arrested, even if we get all the videos, we've got to sustain, we've got to build something here in this city to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And so we're looking to the people of this city, of this region, to continue this. Even when we are successful in getting accountability for Baby Cohen, we need to make sure that this never happens again.
And it starts with abolishing the Walmart. I say it starts with Walmart, where it started.
So be the survivors that we are, be the strong people that we are, and one of the things that we all got to remember, that we can start out with 1,000 in July. Sometimes that 1,000 becomes 100, and sometimes that 100 becomes 10. But we come from a tradition where 12 people built a movement that lasts 2,500 years. And what have we learned from that? What can we apply? What can we use? What can we tweet, as you say, to make sure that we are successful? The other thing I want us to do is celebrate our successes. Too often we do the work and move on. We do the work and move on. We need to stop and celebrate our successes sometime. For me, this whole weekend has been a success. Tragic as it was, God, that service was just unbelievable. Yeah. But there have been successes. People have come out. People are demanding.
The whole city.
And so we gotta recognize that, build on it, and make sure that we continue the success.
Yes.
We also gotta be conscious of symbols and overseers.
Come on now.
Understand, like
Come on now, Marquel.
We're not looking to unify with everything. People have a clear mindset, a collective mindset. That's when you make me think of that when you offer the boycott. The boycott is about so much more than just attacking their economic power. That's a collective mindset, a collective will that goes out amongst our people, amongst the people to say, we're fucking with that. Well, my bad. I know this is on the corner, but I'm gonna go up the street. You know, it's a certain love, a certain pride for yourself, a knowledge of self that has to happen before you even take those type of steps. So we're rocking with brothers and sisters and allies like that understand it's like you can't partner with any and everything. Like he said, a lot of people romanticize it. I seen a video Chairman, he was like, you don't even know. You're asking about people, you're asking about people, you don't even know how you even know something. So we know like Hunter Foster's already guilty. You see what I'm saying? In the collective mindset of the people. You know, we just need the rest of them to see.
Yeah, we need the rest of them to see, and we need to make sure that we keep an eye on those like we were talking about last night. People that try to clout chase and attach themselves to these types of situations. I have to speak on it. It goes on way too much when people try to assassinate other people's characters. I'm not going to talk about the real situation, but in moments like this, we should all be coming together, having these conversations like we are right now. And I appreciate every single person in the room right now.
I want to give a shout out to all those people who have come here from Birmingham, from Ohio, from Georgia, from where else we got?
New Orleans,
Tampa, LA,
Tennessee.
All the people who have come here from really around the country to say that we stand first with this family. Yes. We got to keep and remember them. These are young people who have their lives will never be the same.
Never be the same.
So we want to give a shout out to all the people that have come here. We want to give a shout out to all the clergy that joined us. Pastor Q, who is our pastor in LA, who pastors to the homeless in our community. Pastor Reggie, who came in from Cleveland. And so this is a unifying effort. This is at a time for us to show that we have a saying, yes, we have done this, we can do this, we will do this. All right. So y'all, we're gonna invite in all the people from around the country. Y'all come on in. Yeah, don't be saying it's too late.
And since we're in Mississippi, we're gonna make sure we say.
Let's wait. You come here. Come on, let's wait.
We was headed with it. Justice for Jaden Bridges, justice for Jalen Lewis, justice for Dexter Wade,
Jabari Peoples,
for Jarvis Lights, justice for Jabari Peoples, justice for George Jones III,
Jordan Hill,
justice for Jordan Hill, you know, and so many others. We go back to Emmett Till, Lamar Smith, Vernon Damon, Medgar Evers.
Ain't no statute of limitation on none of these cases.
Ever. Accountability. So this is our justice family. This is our coalition. This is real freedom fighters, real revolutionaries that speak in truth to power. And we don't say this behind no phone. You know, I wish I could say what Uncle Jay said, but we say it to their faces. We're
shout out to Uncle Jay too.
First in mindset, then in prisons, then in purpose, and that's what they feel.
And T, we want to thank you for opening this up so we could all be a part of it. And I want to make sure that Miss Wade here from Jackson, Mississippi, whose son was brutally murdered, buried. I mean, they didn't even know. And whenever I can stand, and who knew Mrs. Fannie Lou Hamer. That's the tradition we come.
Don't forget, Barbara, her situation is so unique. The same police entity killed her brother first.
Yes.
And then years later killed her son.
So Tig, we want to thank you for giving us the space. We want to thank you
My pleasure.
for making sure that we get heard.
My pleasure.
Everybody that's here, thank you.
Because we got how we on time.
Thank you.
You got.
Close out Mama Wade.
Mama Wade say something. On my way on tag team on set. Could you say something? Yeah, tag team with or vice versa. One time.
Go ahead.
My way actually, she triggered the discussion. We talking about the Black Panther Party Code for this resolution we put forth in particular honor Corn Wiley. The resolution, I haven't we haven't articulated all the way you want to yet. However, we're gonna flesh it out. But we real big like the lineage. One of our mattresses, we great grandchildren of God, be offspring of Malcolm, the Cubs of Panthers. So we have the Black Panther Party Club youth troops. However, with this dynamic, we're gonna put the youth troops over to a coalition of organizations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. And,
Wow.
This is because we were sitting there. The fellow was tripping up the colors there. That's the colors of Black Panther Party Cubs. His favorite colors, the light blue and black. And the youth troop, the deal is to be this. A lot of times we get conscious of those certain things they don't like it's reactionary time. But that time period with these youngsters, you know what I'm saying? And again, to see them children, the pallbearers. This should become a way of life with us. This should be a way of life with us.
Yes.
Other communities, like in Nazi Germany, they say you commit child abuse. You know, your child don't know about having the gas chamber. They say it's child abuse. Through the door, they tell their children the gas chamber. You know what I'm saying? These sort of so our first assignment gonna be for the youth troops is the whole write-up on Corn Wiley. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And all these that's gonna be the first. It's gonna do for a coalition of different organizations. The youth is gonna be on June 14th. That's gonna be the official date for it. That's a resolution we're gonna be putting forward. A discussion with Mama Wade is what triggered that. And like I say, we receive inspiration from each other, steel shopping steel, and men and women shopping men and women, and organizations shopping organizations. And so this whole thing, we're not leaving up out of here just, oh, that was a great we released and blah. We gonna fight and mourn at the same time. The real talk.
Yeah. Oh, you go Mama Wade. All my love to the Wiley family, definitely Justice Corn Wiley, Davion and Punkin, and just thank you to everybody, every organization that made this weekend, this celebration of life and justice weekend amazing. From my amazing panel to all the people you see, all these families. Thank you. I know I thank you, and I know this family.
It was Mrs. Jennifer Kane. She's taking care of business. But she's Black Lives Matter grassroots leads from Memphis who's been coming back and forth working here. So we're missing her today. But once again, Tig, thank you for opening this up to us. Mama Wade, you want to say something to us?
Well, I just want to say that I want all the surrounding people that do come and support Mississippi. I want eventually to all of you all to come in and we support trying to bring Mississippi out. To let Mississippi, in Jackson, Mississippi especially, we need to, in 2027, I would love to do a parade and all of us is there and we just gang the streets in Jackson, Mississippi, just to let them know it's help here. Y'all not standing alone. Because right now, I feel like the South, especially the South, the South feel like they don't have no support. So whatever the government, whatever they throws out, that's what we accept and that's what we run with. It's time out. It's time to fight back.
Come on,
so Mississippi needs to start fighting back. All these other states are fighting back, but Mississippi is still like we just sitting here, not trying to move. I get out there and fight every second Tuesday, asking people from Jackson, Mississippi to come out and stand with me to move some of these officials that's not doing their job. But I don't have nobody to come in and stand there and help me chop it up and let them know what these people are doing and bring it to their face.
Yes, Georgia's with you. Georgia's with you. Believe you,
Who's out with you?
Georgia.
Organizing.
North Carolina with you.
North Carolina's with you.
Can we end
The grassroots chapter right here.
Justin McCohen and then Asada?
Yeah.
Justice for Cohen.
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 Who's the youngest here? That would be you. Brittany, where's Brittany?
Front, Brian. Right here. You can get right here.
Come on now, bro.
Listen, and thank you all so much.
You know that's
We
how-
really appreciate
Thank y'all for watching.
I
Thank
do.
y'all for
Yeah.
those.
Yes, I do.
If you didn't watch it, you'll see it later today as I go off. It'll be right up for everybody to see. Also, you'll be able to see it soon on Roku Bewit Studio as well. This conversation is definitely one that you need to watch, folks. Very informational.
All right.
As always, it's your boy Tigmatic signing off. Peace and blessings, and we're here. Peace. Oh, Asada, we're gonna go Asada. We're gonna put this in.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our
duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Ashe.
Ashe-o.
Thank you all so much.
Tune in to the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic.
What's up, y'all? Tune into the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic.
Yo, for the Pop Podcast with your boy Tigmatic interview.
Pop Podcast, stirring the pot.
So tune in to the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic on Caliwood TV.
Tune in to the Pop Podcast, my boy Tigmatic.
And going on radio. You might get some good music and some knowledge.